Today we're talking about Subaru. 52 facts about the brand that turned all-wheel drive into a religion, made blue rally cars legendary, gave the world boxer rumble, built wagons for mountain people, and somehow became one of the weirdest cults in car culture. Number 1. Subaru is not just a car brand. It is a personality test. If someone buys a Subaru, there is a good chance they also have a dog, a roof box, hiking shoes, a vape, a rally poster, or at least one very strong opinion about all-wheel drive. Most brands have customers. Subaru has believers. Number 2. The name Subaru is connected to the Pleiades star cluster. In Japanese, Subaru can mean to unite, and the logo's 6 stars represent that idea of separate companies coming together. So yes, that little badge on the grille is not random. Subaru literally put a tiny galaxy on the front of cars that get covered in mud. Number 3. Subaru's history as an automaker started in 1958 with the Subaru 360. It was tiny, simple, and cute, but it helped put Subaru into the car business. The funny part is that this tiny little car eventually led to a brand known for turbocharged rally machines, angry hood scoops, and owners arguing about oil changes like it is a political debate. Number 4. Subaru came from Fuji Heavy Industries, a company with aircraft roots. That explains a lot. Subaru always had this strange engineering personality, low centers of gravity, symmetrical layouts, weird mechanical stubbornness, and the feeling that every car was designed by people who still think like aircraft engineers. Number 5. The Boxer engine is one of Subaru's biggest identity pieces. Instead of pistons moving up and down like in a normal inline engine, the pistons move horizontally, almost like they are punching each other. That layout keeps the engine low in the car, which helps balance and handling. Subaru did not just choose a weird engine. It made the weird engine the whole brand. Number 6. Subaru's Boxer engines also created the famous Subaru rumble. That deep, uneven sound came especially from older turbo Subarus with unequal length headers. To normal people, it sounds broken. To Subaru people, it sounds like childhood, rally stages, bad financial decisions, and boost pressure. Before we continue, if you enjoy videos like this, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. These videos take a lot of time, research, editing, and money to make, and your support really helps us keep going. Thank you. Number 7. Subaru introduced the Leon 4WD estate van in 1972, and it became one of the key moments in the brand's all-wheel drive story. At the time, all-wheel drive was not something normal family cars usually had. Subaru looked at bad weather, dirt roads, snow, and mountains and basically said, "What if normal people could actually go there?" Number 8. Subaru's symmetrical all-wheel drive became one of the most important things about the brand. Other companies use all-wheel drive too, but Subaru built almost its entire identity around it. For Subaru fans, AWD is not just a drivetrain. It is a belief system with tires. Number 9. Subaru has produced tens of millions of all-wheel drive vehicles, and AWD became such a core part of the company that most Subaru sales came from AWD models. That is why people associate Subaru with snow so strongly. In places with terrible winters, Subaru is less like a car brand and more like a survival tool with cup holders. Number 10. But not every Subaru is all-wheel drive. The BRZ is rear-wheel drive, because it was built as a lightweight sports car with Toyota. That makes the BRZ funny inside Subaru's lineup. It is the Subaru that shows up to the AWD family reunion and says, "Actually, I drift." Number 11. The Subaru BRZ and Toyota 86 were developed together. Toyota brought some of its sports car thinking. Subaru brought the Boxer engine and production know-how, and together they made a simple rear-wheel drive coupe that car people immediately started arguing about. It was not about huge power. It was about balance, lightness, and making every corner feel like an excuse. Number 12. The Impreza launched in the early 1990s, and it became the foundation for Subaru's most famous performance story. Without the Impreza, there is no WRX legend the way we know it. Subaru took a compact car and accidentally gave an entire generation rally fever. Number 13. WRX is commonly connected with the idea of World Rally Experimental, and whether people say it perfectly or argue about the exact meaning, the message is obvious. This was not supposed to be just another compact sedan. It was a rally weapon wearing number plates. Number 14. STI stands for Subaru Technica International, Subaru's performance and motorsport division. And for Subaru fans, those three letters are dangerous. STI on a badge does not just mean faster. It means stronger brakes, sharper handling, turbo noise, more confidence, and probably a previous owner who drove it harder than they admitted. Number 15. Subaru became a World Rally Championship icon in the 1990s. The blue Impreza with gold wheels became one of the most recognizable rally cars ever. Even people who do not know rally can look at that color combination and think, something fast and dirty happened here. Number 16. Colin McRae helped turn Subaru into a legend. His aggressive driving style made the Impreza look alive, violent, and fearless. He did not drive like he was protecting the car. He drove like the car owed him money. That attitude became part of Subaru's image forever. Number 17. Subaru won 3 consecutive WRC manufacturers' titles in the 1990s. That is the kind of motorsport success that changes a brand permanently. Before rally, Subaru was practical and quirky. After rally, Subaru became practical, quirky, and dangerously cool. Number 18. The 555 livery became one of the most famous Subaru looks ever. Blue body, gold wheels, rally decals. It became the visual language of Subaru performance. It is so iconic that modern WRX owners still chase that look decades later, even if their car mostly drives to work and the grocery store. Number 19. The Subaru Impreza 22B STI is one of the most legendary Subarus ever made. Wide body, rally look, limited production, and insane collector status. It was basically Subaru taking its rally success and turning it into a road car people would worship forever. The 22B is not just rare. It is Subaru mythology with headlights. Number 20. The 22B became so desired that it now feels almost untouchable. A normal WRX can be modified, abused, and daily driven. A 22B feels like something that belongs behind glass while Subaru fans whisper around it. It is the car equivalent of a sacred artifact, except with a hood scoop. Number 21. Subaru fans gave nicknames to Impreza generations based on their headlights: Bug Eye, Blob Eye, Hawkeye. That sounds ridiculous until you realize everyone in the community understands it immediately. Subaru did not plan that language. The fans created their own dialect. Number 22. The Bug Eye WRX was controversial when it came out because people thought the headlights looked strange. But like many weird cars, time made it cool. What starts as ugly often becomes character. Subaru fans are experts at emotionally adopting cars the rest of the world bullied first. Number 23. The WRX was finally sold in the United States in the early 2000s, and it changed everything for American Subaru fans. Suddenly, you could buy a turbocharged AWD rally-inspired sedan from a normal dealer. It was fast, practical, and weird. Basically, it was the perfect car for people who wanted one car to do everything badly responsibly. Number 24. The WRX STI became famous for being the car that could embarrass more expensive machines in bad weather. Rain? Snow? Dirt? A Subaru owner would hear that and become more confident, not less. That is the Subaru fantasy. While everyone else slows down, you become the main character. Number 25. Older Subaru Boxer engines became famous for head gasket problems, especially in certain naturally aspirated engines. It became such a meme that even people who know nothing about Subarus know the phrase, head gasket. Subaru built loyal fans, but it also gave them mechanical trauma to bond over. Number 26. Turbo Subaru engines can be amazing, but they also punish neglect. Bad tunes, cheap parts, missed maintenance, and too much boost can turn a dream WRX into an expensive smoke machine. Subaru ownership teaches one lesson very quickly: confidence is cheaper than engine rebuilds. Number 27. Subaru made a car called the Baja, and it was one of the weirdest vehicles in the brand's history. Part car, part truck, part Outback, part confusion. It did not sell in huge numbers, but now people love it because it looks like Subaru built a pickup truck during a fever dream. Number 28. The Subaru BRAT had rear-facing jump seats in the bed. That was not just for fun. It helped Subaru classify it differently and avoid certain import taxes in the US. So yes, Subaru put seats in the back of a tiny pickup partly because of tax law. Car history is often just engineers fighting paperwork creatively. Number 29. The Subaru SVX looked like it came from another planet. Designed by Giorgetto Giugiaro, it had strange aircraft-like windows inside the side windows. It was smooth, futuristic, and too weird for normal buyers. Subaru tried to build a grand touring coupe, but the world was not ready for a luxury spaceship with a Subaru badge. Number 30. The SVX also showed Subaru's problem. When they try to be normal, they are quirky. When they try to be premium, they become extremely quirky. That is why the SVX is cool now. It failed at being normal so hard that it became interesting. Number 31. The Subaru Outback helped create the modern lifted wagon lifestyle. It was not a hardcore SUV, and it was not just a normal wagon. It was a wagon with extra ride height, cladding, AWD, and adventure energy. Subaru basically looked at a family wagon and said, "What if this wore hiking boots?" Number 32. The Outback became huge because it hit a perfect middle ground. It was easier to live with than a truck, more rugged looking than a normal wagon, and more practical than many crossovers. Subaru did not need to invent off-roading. It invented the feeling that you might go camping next weekend. Number 33. The Forester became another classic Subaru formula: boxy, practical, AWD, easy to see out of, and just weird enough to feel different. It was not flashy. It was not trying to look like a luxury SUV. It was the kind of car that quietly becomes part of someone's entire lifestyle. Number 34. Some early Forester XT models were shockingly quick for what they were. They looked like responsible little crossovers, but some had turbo engines connected to Subaru's performance DNA. That is one of Subaru's best tricks: hiding chaos inside something that looks like it belongs at a farmer's market. Number 35. Subaru became heavily associated with dogs. The company leaned into pet-friendly marketing, dog commercials, and owner culture. The dog-tested vibe worked because it fit the brand perfectly. Subarus already looked like cars owned by people who keep towels in the back for muddy paws. Number 36. Subaru's marketing also leaned hard into love, safety, outdoors, pets, family, and adventure. That is different from brands that just scream horsepower. Subaru sells a feeling. This car will take you, your dog, your bike, your child, and your emotional baggage into the mountains safely. Number 37. Eyesight became one of Subaru's biggest safety technologies. Subaru worked with stereo camera driver assistance long before many people expected that kind of system in normal cars. It fits the brand perfectly because Subaru is always trying to mix weird engineering with "Please do not die in bad weather." Number 38. Subaru introduced its global platform starting with the Impreza in 2016. The goal was better rigidity, handling, comfort, and safety. That sounds boring, but platforms matter. A good platform is like the skeleton of the car. Subaru knew that if the bones were better, everything else could feel better too. Number 39. Subaru's Lineartronic CDT became controversial with enthusiasts. Subaru likes CDTs because they help with efficiency and smoothness, but car people often hate them because they can feel disconnected. That is the eternal Subaru conflict. The brand wants to be practical, while the fans want turbo noises and manual gearboxes. Number 40. Manual Subaru wagons and manual turbo Subarus became a kind of secret handshake among enthusiasts. If you see an old manual Forester XT or Legacy GT wagon, you know the owner is probably either very cool, very broke, or both. Number 41. The Legacy GT was basically the grown-up WRX in some versions. Turbocharged, AWD, more mature, more comfortable, but still capable of surprising people. It was the car for someone who wanted Subaru performance, but did not want to look like they were late to a rally stage. Number 42. The Legacy wagon and Outback helped prove that wagons did not have to be boring. Subaru made wagons feel outdoorsy, capable, and useful. In a world obsessed with SUVs, Subaru somehow kept the wagon spirit alive by giving it plastic cladding and confidence. Number 43. The Subaru Justy had available four-wheel drive in a tiny economy car. That is such a Subaru move. Most companies would look at a small cheap car and keep it simple. Subaru looked at it and thought, but what if it also needs traction in a blizzard? Number 44. Subaru's Somber K vans and trucks are cult vehicles of their own. Tiny, boxy, practical, and adorable, they became favorites among people who love weird Japanese vehicles. Subaru's small vehicles proved the brand was quirky long before WRX owners started making turbo noises at gas stations. Number 45. Subaru's rally success also shaped video game culture. For many people, the first time they fell in love with Subaru was not on a real road. It was in Gran Turismo, Colin McRae Rally, or some other racing game where the blue Impreza looked like the obvious choice for maximum chaos. Number 46. The WRX became one of the ultimate affordable performance cars because it offered turbo power, AWD grip, for doors, and daily usability. It was not a perfect sports car. It was better than that. It was a car you could justify buying while secretly wanting to drive like an idiot. Number 47. Subaru's hood scoops became iconic. A hood scoop on a WRX or STI is not just decoration. It feeds air to the top-mounted intercooler. But visually, it became one of the clearest signs that the car was not a normal Impreza. A Subaru hood scoop is basically the car saying, "Yes, I have boost." Number 48. Top-mounted intercoolers are very Subaru. They keep the setup compact and fit the boxer layout, but they also get heat-soaked jokes from enthusiasts. Subaru engineering often feels like that. Clever, distinctive, and immediately followed by 40 forum arguments. Number 49. Subaru owners are famous for waving at each other, parking near each other, and forming little communities around trim levels, colors, engines, and model years. Some car brands create status. Subaru creates group chats. Number 50. Subaru's cult status is strange because the brand is not huge like Toyota, not luxurious like Mercedes, and not exotic like Lamborghini. It is a smaller, weirder brand that found people who wanted something specific: AWD, practicality, safety, rally history, and enough mechanical personality to feel alive. Number 51. The funniest thing about Subaru is that its fans know the flaws and still love the cars. Head gaskets, ringlands, CDTs, oil consumption, weird interiors, plastic cladding. Subaru people know all of it. And then, they buy another one anyway. That is not normal loyalty. That is cult behavior with service records. Number 52. Subaru became a cult because it never fully tried to be like everyone else. It kept the boxer engine. It pushed AWD. It built rally legends. It made wagons cool. It sold cars to dog people, snow people, mountain people, and car nerds who wanted something different. Subaru is not perfect. That is exactly why people love it.